What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and it is another Tech Tip Sunday. I'm out by my workshop here, sanding down some surfboards. Oh, my beard's caught in my microphone. For my daughter. So she's having a baby shower, a beachy theme, kind of Beach Boys vibe. I love that. She wanted me to cut out some surfboards and paint them and everything else and get them ready for the baby shower. And then I'm like, have you tried looking online to see if anybody sells these things? I have learned in the past, sometimes you'll go into a project and then you come to find out you could have just bought said project already done for the same price, sometimes cheaper, sometimes not that much more. So she actually did go online. She found a lady that had a baby shower, beach themed, had a couple of surfboards. I got two of them here that I'm sanding down. Not quite the color that my daughter wanted, so we're gonna change the colors a little bit. But at the end of the day, she spent less. So I got to sand them down. She did have to buy some paint, but it's the wood that they used. And they were already cut out, they were already the shape, saved some time. And even though we spent money in paint, it's still gonna come out to saving time and money by just having someone else do it. They weren't in that bad a shape, so she probably could have kept the paint that was on there and would have been good to go, but sometimes it's not worth doing the job yourself. So this week we've had a couple of issues, not issues, customers come in. One was a guy that had changed his own oil at his house, and he couldn't get the oil filter cap off. It's a plastic one with a cartridge filter, and those are always over tightened. They don't take very much. I mean, the people can't believe the smallest amount of torque that those take. I have a special extension specifically for those that torques them down to whatever it is, 35 Newton meters. I don't even know what it is because it just does it. And boy, it was everything that I could do to, I'm trying to get it off for the guy. Can't get it off, so I had to put a big breaker bar on there, and I told the guy, this big breaker bar is one of two things that's gonna happen. It's either gonna remove it or I'm gonna break the cap. You just need to be prepared if I break the cap to buy another one. And he's hemming and hawing, and then he's like, just go ahead and do it. And then luckily, I got the cap off, it didn't break. Got the new oil filter on there with labor and everything else. It was like 30 bucks. And the guy was, he was a little irritated that we were gonna charge him anyways. I can't use his own filter. I gotta use mine, warranty issues. He got like a super cheap Walmart filter, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, my motor blew up, you touched it last, one of those things. And I told the guy, our oil changes aren't that expensive. I go, by the time you bought the oil, and then you change it yourself in your driveway, I go, if you account for your time, there's no way that you saved money doing this. He goes, well, my time is free. I go, it's not. I go, my time is not free. I've said this before. I value my time at a nice round number, $25 an hour is what my time is worth. So anything that I do, I pay a guy to cut my grass because it's not worth it. Because the time he takes on there, when I value my time at $25 an hour, he's saving me a bunch of money by cutting my grass because I can do other things. And then like this guy, I mean, this guy's now way above, he had to change his oil himself. He had to bring it to me. He had to wait to get it in because he didn't have an appointment. So he's half a day down, and what money did he save at all? None at all. Then you got customers, there'd be a little rant, that don't value our time, don't value my expertise. Another guy calls up on the phone, wants to know how much to evacuate his AC system. He's gonna do the job himself. So he's like, I just need the system evacuated. I'm gonna change out the components myself, and then I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna have you guys vacuum it down and then refill it. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that. Whatever Freon we pull out, I'll mark down on your ticket. You'll get that much back for free. If you need any more, we'll just have to charge you for that Freon. He's like, well, I have my own cans, just top it off with that. I'm like, well, we use a machine, so there's no way for me to hook that can up to your machine. So I'm gonna have to use the refrigerant in my machine. So after all said and done, he's like, well, how much is all this gonna charge me? I go, you're probably about $225, and then whatever Freon that you use. He goes, that just seems like so much extra, money, and I don't understand what you're doing. And I'm like, you can't do the job yourself. I'm not taking advantage of the fact that you can't do that job, but I have a $10,000 AC machine, and I went to class. I know what I'm doing. So, and it's going to take me, it's going to take me at least 35 minutes to suck down the vehicle. And I go, and then when you bring it back, I've got to put it on a vacuum. I'm going to put it on a vacuum for about an hour to make sure all the moisture is out of the system. And I go, that's taking up my day and my time for an hour. So I go, you can go to Harbor Freight. They sell those little vacuum machines, and you can do the vacuum on it yourself. I said, I'll suck out the Freon for you, and then you can do everything else yourself. And I go, just be aware, like on those cans, it only takes 2 ounces overcharged or undercharged, and my nose is running this morning, to make your system not work properly. So I go, you're best off really to bringing it us, letting the professionals do the job. So he hung up, didn't set an appointment. So I don't know what he's gonna do, but there are some jobs, and I give him kudos. AC is a big job to do. Knock on wood that he gets it right and everything is perfect, because when he brings it to me, I'm gonna put it on vacuum, gonna put Freon in it, and if it doesn't blow cold, that's not my problem. And then he could be looking at a couple $100 diagnostic charge to figure out what he did wrong, or if that was even the issue. I've seen that in the past. Oh, I'll just put a new compressor on it. AC's not working. It ends up being a control head, and then that's not. Well, you should have brought it to me to begin with to at least diagnose it if you're going to attempt the job yourself. But I've seen brakes. I've seen vehicles towed in with a box full of brake components because they couldn't figure it out themselves. In situations like that, now, if you don't have a towing service, you got to pay for a tow. Your car's out of service for a day, and it's just a pain in the butt. So sometimes, just like these surfboards, it's easier. Like my daughter, it's easier. She didn't have to do anything. She's paying someone. She's not paying me at all. She's having someone else do the job for her, because her time her time is worth it. She's sitting poolside today. She's very much pregnant, so but it's just, she deserves the poolside time. Yeah, think about it sometimes. It's just worth it to pay a professional to do the job the right way. Just like I pay a guy to do my lawn. I don't get into electrical at the house. I just pay a guy to come out and do the electrical when I need it. I can do a little plumbing, but I pay a plumber. It's not worth me messing up the job. Now, there's a ton of jobs that I don't know how to do, but I feel comfortable doing. Yeah, especially on your car, just take it in. Let someone else do the work. Go out and have a beer, have some lunch, do something else. Don't crawl underneath your car just changing the oil because you want to save a couple dollars. Ugh, it's not worth it. So, all right, cats and kittens, we'll catch you on the flip side.